Do you want to start with? I mean, we obviously kind of already said it, but your number one anticipated game of the year.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. When this game got revealed, and it was like the first couple seconds in the trailer, and I see Dietrich have that sword, and I was like, "Is that a crest?" At that moment, it was over. It was over. Like, we're going back to Fodlan. Let's go. I don't care at what time we are in Fodlan. We're going back to Fodlan. I love this world. I love the crest. I love the all of the different clans and families and stuff. I'm so excited for Fortune's Weave. This is going to be my number one most. I can't see anything else potentially coming out or being announced that would compete with it. Like, you would have to legitimately have like a brand new, not remake, brand new Zelda, new Mass Effect drop this year. Because like we just did our top 10 of all time, Three Houses is one of my favorite games ever. Like, you would have to do something big for Fortune's Weave not to be my most anticipated right now.
My number one most anticipated game. I think I've mentioned it a couple times when we've talked about 2026 outlook before the end of the year. And man, the problem is the game looks too good to be true right now. With the amount that they've shown in it, the amount that you can do.
I think I know where this is going.
Crimson
Knew
Desert.
it, yeah.
It's just I've been looking forward to this game for a very long time. This game was initially announced as like a project that was being worked on. Like,
Wasn't it originally supposed to be like a prequel MMO?
it was supposed to be. So it's Black Desert Online is
Yeah.
obviously an MMO. Crimson Desert, I think the original concept for it was going to be, because Black Desert was originally just a PvP in-game focused MMO. Scarlet or Crimson Desert initially, I believe was supposed to be like a PvE alternative to it that then morphed into like single player standalone game. And I've been waiting on this game for a long time. And the problem is, the more they show of it, the more that it looks like it's too good to be true. It looks
Right.
like there's too much going on. It can't be as good as it looks. So it's one where it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna get my hands on it, and I'm gonna find out if it actually is that good, or if this is another year where games I'm excited for just don't work out for me.
Yeah. And you don't have long to wait either. March 19th.
Yeah, it's
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 right around the corner.
it's coming out in the first part of the year, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah. Another game that I'm excited for comes out that same day is Mouse PI for Hire. Ever since we saw that original trailer, I just think it looks like a goofy, fun time. So that's one that I'm looking forward to. It's not one of my number one most anticipated. It's in the top 10.
I was gonna
but
say it's one
low.
of Zach's. He's been
Yeah.
talking about that game since
Yeah. No, I know.
he's been excited about it,
Yeah.
like you, since they showed it.
It just looks like a goofy fun time, man. It really does. But no, Crimson Desert is one of mine as well. I've never played Black Desert Online, but it's just when I saw the first trailer that came out for me, that is for Crimson Desert, the first one that I experienced, I was like, wow, this looks really sick. So it's one that I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. There's a reason it's my number one game. One of the other games I'm really looking forward to is also happens to be a March game. Solasta II.
Yep.
Very much looking forward to Solasta II. It's like I've played the demo that came out several months ago. Solasta Crown of the Magister is one of it's like my comfort, or one of my comfort games.
Mhm.
That I'll go back to. I've played through that game more than a dozen times on campaigns with various different party compositions and everything. And it's a game that I've really found myself to love. And Celeste 2, I was a little upset that it got pushed to 2026, but it is what it is. And now that it's coming out in a couple months, very excited for it, because it is at this point now a franchise that I've come to really enjoy.
Right. Where do you sit right now? I'm assuming the exact same place that I'm sitting right now. Where do you sit right now on Fable? Because obviously we know almost nothing about the game, what the game even looks like. Is it like?
It's a we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Because we got the developer direct sometime this month that will show Fable, so I'm really looking forward to that developer direct to finally see this damn game. Like, for me, it's by name alone, it's an anticipated game, but it's like low on the list because I want to see the game.
I want to see what it is. I have no faith in it.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm at, is that I have no faith in the game. Like, again, by name alone, I'm anticipating it by interest, right? But like, I have no faith in it.
Yeah, it's like I do not think it'll end up being a good game. I would be more than happy to be wrong.
Yeah, I would too. I would too. Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales is a game both you and I are.
One of my most anticipated games of the year.
Yeah.
I am super looking forward to that game. When does that come out? I forgot.
It doesn't have a release date.
Doesn't have one yet. I
yet.
wasn't sure if they had snuck out with one or
No.
not. But man, I'm super looking forward to that game. That game. You went back and played the demo at some point.
Yeah.
God, I love that demo.
Yeah, no, the director actually just made a comment like in the last like week or two saying like, "Hey, we're still scheduled to come out 2026. There's a demo. Please go play it." And it's such a fun demo.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's such a fun demo. This game's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, no, it's one where I remember watching the direct when it came out, or like when they were showing it for the first time and like released the demo. I was watching it going, this. I was like, what the. I was like, this looks cool, but what is this fucking name? This game sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's such
you go play the demo and you're like, oh my god, this game is amazing.
Right? Yeah. No. Another game kind of in that same similar art style that I'm looking forward to is that Chronoscript: The Endless End that was revealed in the State of Play. It was a State of Play with Wolverine. It's like the storybook one. Got the same sort of art style as Elliot, but it's like a storybook, like you're trapped in a manuscript. And you're jumping like page to page across a desk. There's like ink falling on the pages and stuff.
I'm thinking of a different game. I don't know what game I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But I'm thinking of. I think the one I'm thinking of it was like a sci-fi time travel type RPG. I think. I don't know. I've got like images of it in my head. I cannot put it together though.
See, the thing is now I'm thinking about that too, because what is that? Because I know what you're talking about, but I don't have a name.
That's the game I was thinking of when you said that name, and then you started describing it. That's not that.
Okay, well, no, but yeah, no. Chronoscript: The Endless End is one that I'm looking forward to.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Yeah, that's
for
coming out
me.
soon,
Is like that's beginning of February. Super excited for that.
Okay, is that the game that I got you where you got 2 of the game discs?
No, that was Dragon Quest VIII.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
no, because that one I'm super excited for just because. Like Dragon Quest is a franchise that I want to play more of.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one where, and like, I mean now they've been going through and actually like remaking games in different styles and that, which is great. But other than that, these days it's hard to play them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's one of the things why I talk about like one of my most exciting things that happens these days is accessibility in gaming. Both from like peripherals and stuff of people being able to play it that wouldn't be able to play it otherwise, and accessibility as in bringing older games or games that never made their way, bringing them into the modern day.
True.
And it's one where as much as I harp on remakes and all of that, a lot of the time when we're talking about awards and stuff, remakes and remasters are one of my favorite things to actually see get released. It's one because it's like bringing these games and making them accessible and modern like technology is something that always needs to happen.
Yeah. At least whenever it makes sense, unlike, Last of Us Part 2, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say like
yeah, for the most part.
That's why I say making it accessible.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's already accessible.
Exactly. God, that's so stupid. Anyway, I mean, heck, that was one of the big things that happened for you last year with you got, Trails in the Sky first chapter, and now you've got second chapter to look forward to this year.
Second chapter's coming out. It's like it's not it's a weird one because it's like it's not I wouldn't even necessarily call it an anticipated game because it's like that's sitting there like towards fall that I don't even have to be anticipated about it because I know that game's gonna hit and it's gonna slap.
Exactly. It's one of your top games of the year.
I know that game's gonna come out and I'm gonna sink 60 to 80 hours into it and have the best time.
Yep.
That's probably gonna be it's like that could very well come out and it's like I already know that's going to be one of the best playthroughs I do this year.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's nice when you know that you have something like that where it's like it comes out, it's going to be fun.
It's like Trails in the Sky second chapter coming out is what allows me to like roll the dice and say Crimson Desert's my most anticipated game.
Yeah.
Because I know I have a good playthrough coming out later in the year.
Right.
regardless of anything else regardless of if everything else that comes out this year I don't like. I know I have that coming.
Right. See, I can kind of feel that because, man, like I actually put together a top 10. And the way that you describe that for Trails, like when I look at my top 5, there's one game in here, in full honesty, where it's just like no matter what, this game I know is going to deliver, and it's not even Fire Emblem because like Fire Emblem, it's like got that 98.9% chance it's going to deliver, but there's that little chance that it might not. You know what I mean? But
So you talk about High on Life too, aren't you?
oh yeah, brother, I'm going to play that. High on Life was fun.
I know you're gonna play. That's why it's just
It was fun.
I've never heard you mention the second one, and I keep seeing it pop up, and I'm like, this dude hadn't talked about it, but he's the only one I know that liked it.
I'm gonna play it, but no, the one like guarantee, because in my opinion, for the most part, these guys, they can't really do wrong. You let them cook, they're gonna cook. Is Wolverine? It's not gonna be one of my favorite games of all time, but I know when I get my hands on this and play it, it's gonna be a damn good 40 hours. I'm gonna have a great 40 hours. Insomniac's gonna cook. I have full faith in this. It's kind of like you with a Sony Santa Monica game. Whatever they put out, it's gonna be a good game. That's how I feel about Insomniac right now with Wolverine. It's like it's gonna be a good damn game. It's gonna be a good 40 hours.
It's one of it's like that's one that like I'm gonna play it. I don't have any anticipation or excitement for it really. It's one of those weird games where I'm like, it's like, well, yeah, they're Insomniac. Why would I not play it?
Exactly.
But it's also when we're like looking at what we've seen so far of it, I'm like, that game. Granted, they make good combat in their games, but their combat's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one where it's like broadly speaking, that is because they always have interactions that make it unique. That's going to be one where it's like that game is going to live and die on how the moment to moment feeling of it.
Yeah,
and when that's a factor in the game, I'm a little more hesitant to be excited about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I've learned to be more hesitant about it.
Right, that's fair. It's in my top 5 for me. Like it comes in at that 4 spot because it's like I just believe it's going to be a great game. It's Insomniac. It's going to be one of the best 30, 40 hours that I play all year. Tides of Annihilation is one that I've talked about ad nauseum about being excited for.
I'm seeing a game on this list, not to knock you off. You've talked a lot about Tides.
I have talked a lot about Tides.
I'm looking at a game here. I'm wondering where this falls on your anticipation because I know you're going to play it. I know you're going to be excited about it. I know that you're excited to play it.
Yep.
I know you're probably going to enjoy it no matter what. Where is Halloween?
I knew that's what it was. I knew that's what it was. So, funny enough, Halloween for me would be an honorable mention, and here's strictly why. It is a multiplayer game at its core, right? And I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get my enjoyment because I am a Halloween diehard. That is my favorite like horror icon. But at the end of the day, that's not the type of game that I go to. But who knows? Maybe this single game could be the one that completely turns me around on that style of multiplayer game. You know what I mean? But it's just not my normal thing. So it's I'm gonna have fun.
There's gonna be there's games that come out that bring you back into multiplayer for the most part. I'll go ahead and tell you, if you're mostly past it, you're mostly past it. Because it's like I'm mostly past multiplayer games at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's like I only get brought back into them to play them like with like some friends here or there. I will never seek out a multiplayer game, like a multiplayer only type game. I don't think I'm ever seeking one out.
Yeah, me too.
Like by myself anymore.
Yeah, no, me too. And that's why I didn't feel right to put it in top 10 is because like I'm going to buy it. I'm going to play it because this is my time, right? Like we had Friday 13th, whatever. Like this is it. This one's for me. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to be terrible at it, but I'm going to enjoy it to some extent that it's Halloween, but I know it's not going to be one of my favorite games of the year. Now, staying in the horror genre, my fifth most anticipated game of the year is actually Paranormal Activity Found Footage. I am very excited for this game for 2 reasons. One, I unironically love the Paranormal Activity films. It's actually one of mine and John's things. We've seen almost every single one of them together, except I think the last one. But then also the developer of this game is the developer of one of my favorite games from a couple of years ago, The Mortuary Assistant, which is incredible. So I have so much hope and faith that this is going to be an immensely creepy and really solid Paranormal Activity game. Legitimately one of my most anticipated games of the year. I can't wait for this.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned it earlier for me. Blood of the Dawnwalker or Blood of Dawnwalker. I'm fascinated by this game. I've been fascinated by this game since we got the cinematic for it,
Yeah.
the first showing of it.
Yep.
I got a little less excited for it with the first gameplay that they showed of it, but that's been improved on since then. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just super interested in like the mechanics of the game
Mhm.
and how their viewing of kind of limiting the what you're able to do in a single playthrough is.
Right.
So I'm super interested to see how that works out.
Yeah.
And I love the or like the dynamic of human during daytime, vampire at nighttime,
Mhm.
and how that is going to change how it works. So super interested in how that game's actually going to feel to play.
Right. Yeah. No, it's on my radar as well. You know, because the whole concept for it does look pretty cool. You know, and the like the initial like cinematic was like, oh yeah, this looks pretty solid. This looks pretty solid. Um, so my second most anticipated game of the year, and the only game that could even potentially scratch where Fortune's Weave is going to be, just because I'm currently riding that high, is the new My Time game. My Time at
Yeah, I
Evershine is
saw it
set to
as I
come
was
out.
scrolling through, and it's
Yeah,
like
it's
you've
set to
talked
come
about
out
it
in
a lot.
spring. It's set to come out in spring. It's currently in the like Kickstarter early access mode right now. They have put out multiple FAQs on the Kickstarter. One thing addressing the release date, where they flat out said, "Hey, we've done this a few times now. We feel pretty good when we say this is the release time." So it's going to come out in spring. I'm very excited for it. I've got to meet a couple of the characters that are going to be prominently featured in Evershine in my current Sandrock playthrough. Plus, just Sandrock has Easter eggs for Evershine in it with like posters for the Northern Development Plan, led by Commander Avery, who's one of the characters that I got to meet. So no, I'm very excited for this. I'm all like, dude, this type of genre has never been my genre. Never, never, never has been. My time at Sandrock has pulled me in. I'm all in.
Yeah, you've never been the cozy gamer.
Nope, never, never. I've tried.
I've been like of the three of us that like include Zach. I would normally be considered the cozy gamer
Yeah,
because, and it's like it's not even a genre that I play a ton of. I'm just the one that plays them occasionally.
yeah, yeah. No, Sandrock pulled me all the way in. Evershine is my second most anticipated game. I have recently picked up Portia. I'm going to play Portia. I know it's quite the downgrade from Sandrock. And also in that same vein, a game coming out February 1st. It's called Starsand Island. It's one that I'm looking forward to seeing how the reception is going to be. It's another type of game like Sandrock. It actually has a collaboration with My Time, where two of the characters from Portia, Ginger and Gust, will be featured as like actual characters in the game, not just like a simple "oh hey we're here" cameo. Like they're gonna have like actual hard events and everything. It's an official collaboration, so that's cool. I have no connection to those characters, obviously, because I haven't played Portia, but it's on my radar to see how the reception is. You know, we'll see how it goes. But no, Evershine is definitely my second most anticipated game of the year. I'm very, very excited for it.
Yeah, one that I kind of forgot about, but it like it sits there. It's not like it's something I can say off rip. I'm not gonna play constantly. It's not. It'll be something that I play every now and then, maybe,
Right.
and then it's more of I'm interested. I'm interested in it for what it means for the landscape as a whole, and that's Pokemon Champions.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it's like because it's I'm super interested. I'm super interested to see like what that UI looks like, how that all works,
How
how
it
their
feels.
system works, and how it's gonna feel for somebody who has never taken part of like VGC or competitive in any sort of sense. How easy they make it for me to be able to play. That's that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's honestly just a good franchise to hit on, because, like, I know there's no official confirmation, but we know it's coming. We're both going to be anticipating Gen 10 the moment it's officially revealed. You know, safely assuming it's happening this year. The moment that gets revealed, that immediately becomes a top 5 most anticipated for me. Um, just got to wait for the reveal whenever we get
Yeah.
it, probably in Pokemon Day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Pokemon Day reveal,
Yeah.
so it's like around that time we'll be able to get excited about it.
Exactly, exactly. Pokemon Champions and even Pokemon Pokopia, both of those are ones that I'm looking forward to trying out.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna play both of those.
Yeah.
It's like I'm more excited to see how Champions looks and feels
Mhm.
because, like I said, as somebody who's never done competitive battling, I want to see how they present it to somebody entering in for the first time.
Yeah.
and I've watched a lot of competitive battling. It's just one where I've never been interested in seeing it. So maybe they introduce it to me in a way that makes me want to do it.
Yeah. And honestly, yeah, that's actually a good possibility. I don't know when Champion's gonna come out. I feel like it's gonna be probably like quarter 1 is my guess, like sometime after Pokemon Day.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
it's. I think it's gonna be in there. It's like it's either gonna. I think that could be something that they either drop same day or like a few weeks out.
Yeah, because I think for like all the official competitions, everything they're doing now is the last time they're using.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be champions going forward.
yeah. So it's like like after the Pokemon Worlds takes place this year, going forward, it's champions.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe I believe once champions comes out and they have everything integrated into it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the official format going forward.
Yeah, because I mean that just makes sense from a timeline perspective. Like all the events they're doing right now and stuff, do it all on Scarlet and Violet. Release champions quarter 1, work out all the kinks, integrate everything, and then when Worlds comes to a close, Worlds is like what, usually September, August. It's like
I think somewhere.
yeah,
Around
somewhere around there. So basically, once that comes to a close, we're probably leading up to Wind and Wave release, and then it's just like, okay, hey, next, competitive scene leading up to Worlds, all champions going forward. So I mean, that makes sense
there. Yeah,
timeline wise.
and that's the other thing. It's like just gonna be how easy is it to either build your team fresh in champions
Yeah,
or like port over through like home or whatever.
right.
Uh, to be able to do that is like how smooth is that process gonna be?
Yeah,
Also, though, that's like that'll be weird because like with champions, you'll be able to battle and stuff on your phone. So it's gonna be a weird thing of like being able to transfer like mons from your Switch and then you actually play with them functionally on your phone.
right.
Which it's like it's a small thing, but it's not something we ever get from Nintendo.
Hmm.
Is being able to actually use anything of their products in multiple handheld forms.
Yeah, true, true, true. Um, Another one to kind of just highlight that will be whenever it comes out, I'm gonna play it day one and play my 100 hours and have fun with it. But it doesn't feel right to put it super high in the list because I just experienced this game in like the last 18 months or so for the first time. Great game, love it. But the Persona 4 Revival, no release date for it yet. The only release window we have is they told us this upcoming fiscal year. So basically March 2026 to April 2027, sometime in that range, will come out. Whenever it comes out, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Persona 4 Golden was incredible. I loved it, so I'm gonna enjoy going back to this. But I just experienced it, so I don't feel like it's in the same realm as like Persona 3 Reload coming out, where I'd never played Persona 3, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm super pumped up for this. I just played Persona 4 for the first time not super long ago. Maybe even within the last year, actually, like last 12 months. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, it's gonna be a fun playthrough again. Especially in like the fancy graphics and quality of life and
Yeah.
everything. It'll be fun. I think the only other shout out that I directly have that was on my list is that Directive 8020 by I think it's Supermassive. That was supposed to come out in October and it got delayed. It's coming out sometime in Q1, I think. But Directive 8020, that horror space choice game, like an Until Dawn thing, but in space, whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to playing that.
Yeah.
Something you won't want to play.
Nah. I think I don't really have any other big shout outs as well because that's most of what I know is coming out that I'm kind of looking forward to this year.
Yeah. Um, Looking at like the release window and stuff, I just did my Metacritic predictions for January. If you haven't seen that, please go watch it. One game on there that I'm actually legitimately really interested to see the reception for is called Broken Lore Unfollow. It's a indie horror game, naturally. Also, dude, January is packed with indie horror games for whatever reason. Like when I was going through my predictions, there was like 5 or 6 like indie horrors. I'm like, why is January just packed with indie horrors? But whatever. No, Broken Lore and Follow seems like a really cool game that I'm gonna keep on my radar and check out. It gives off very, very aggressive vibes to that Face of Another game that I played last year, where it's basically about like social media and bullying of social media, and then just going down like a horror turn, right? So that's one that I've got on my radar is Broken Lore and Follow for this month. It comes out on the 16th. So that's one that I'm going to kind of take a look out for. Just kind of see the reception for it. My backlog is so large right now. I wasn't really interested in trying to buy anything until Resident Evil comes out. I'm going to try to do that because I'm going to try to keep up with my backlog right now. Yeah, I'm kind of drowning a little bit. But yeah, no, High on Life 2 though, February 13th. It's coming to Game Pass.
I mean, that's going to be a Game Pass
Yeah,
game.
that's a Game
100% a Game Pass game.
I'll be playing it. Don't you worry about that. I do want to pick up Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. Star Force games are always ones that I wanted to play and just never did. I completely missed out on it. Pragmata, I'm still interested in. I still have not played the demo yet.
Yeah, it's one where like I didn't really have any interest in it. I did play the demo. I kind of talked to you about it.
Yeah.
I'm not super into it. That's one where we'll just have to see when it comes out.
Right.
Because like the demo did nothing for me. Like it all it did was show me that there's some weird controls in the game.
Yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and finally address the elephant in the room. GTA 6. I'm going to play it.
It's coming out. Alex will be the one to play it. I will not.
It's not in my top 10. Look, I'm just not a big GTA guy anymore. I'm going to play it because I want to be part of the launch hype. I want to be there, experience it. I'm excited for everybody else, but I'm not going to jump from the rooftops about it. Yeah. Excited. I'm going to play it though.
It's not a game I'm excited about. If it comes out and people rant and rave about how good it is, it's like maybe I'll eventually play it, but I have zero interest in it right now.
Yeah, I know. We also have that Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra game coming out this year. I'm going to play that. I don't have a lot of that's not fair. I should have higher expectations because it is led by Amy Hennig, who did all of the Uncharted games. So I should have a little bit more expectations. Like, at least the story, gameplay wise, no, that's where I have a concern.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, we got to see something before I have to see something before I can get too hyped.
I just think the story will at least be good. That's the main thing. They'll at least do well at the story. I have hope there. Orbitals, that co-op like 90s 80s anime game looks cool. And then I just saw another one, but I just lost it. Where was it? Lost it. I don't know which one it was. But yeah, no, Orbitals. Oh, that's what it is. By default, I'm buying this game day one. I'm gonna play it. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. This game is a very strong personal connection for me. That's one that I will be picking up day one and playing it. So I think for now, that's my most biggest, most anticipated. The only other one I could think of is probably that Yoshi's game, Yoshi's a Mysterious Book, because I love Yoshi's story and it gives me aggressive Yoshi story vibes. But I think that's probably where my list ends now until we start getting some more releases. Because I think really no confirmed stuff for most of the year. I feel like
it's a lot of we know it's coming out in 2026, but we just don't know when.
Yeah, exactly. So either way, shaping up to be a pretty fun year though. A lot of fun games coming out.
Surprisingly looking to be a pretty good year.
Yeah.
Because which is strange because usually we get a good year and then we kind of get a dud year.
Yeah.
Then we get a good year and then we get a dud year. And we had a great year last year.
Yes.
So if we're moving into this period where we just have banger year after banger year, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah. No, I'm very excited.
But the other thing is, man, if this year ends up being that good, 2027 might be a little rough.
I know. It just depends, because maybe one of my predictions could lead into 2027. So
we're kind of hitting the point where it's like a lot of these developers have been cooking, and now it's time for us to eat. So we'll see.
I know.